Your voice matters, your opinion counts. Consumer Connect.
Good evening, Lagos, and welcome to Consumers Connect, the show where consumers speak and brands connect. I'm Ogale, and tonight we're diving into something every single one of us has experienced at one time or the other. We're talking about consumers' complaints, the moment that defines every brand. So the discussion today is really about consumer responses, when they utilize product. How do brand really respond to these complaints? Have you at some point experienced a delayed delivery, faulty product, or a rude customer service response? These are moments that really express, what the brand stands for in terms of its positioning and how they respond to their consumers. So the conversation is really about consumer response and how it defines brands. So the numbers to call to share your thoughts is 090-731-59931. Call into the program and share your thoughts. How was it for you? Do you ever experience anything like that? Delayed product delivery, faulty product, rude customer service response. How did this brand respond to you? How did it make you feel as a consumer? This is the conversation today. Let's get into the research. What research is saying about consumer complaints? It says that 80% of consumers are likely to remain loyal to a brand that resolves complaints effectively than the one that never had issues at all. I know at some point we've had issues with the service delivery. What was it like? That's the conversation. And we're having this conversation off the back of what recently happened, I think about a week ago, when a consumer talked about a product that she purchased. The product lasted 2 weeks, and she's wondering how healthy is this product in terms of the production. And a certain brand came up to say, oh, she said some things that are injurious to the brand, and they sued her. So the conversation is the brand response in suing her. Is that the proper way? Coming out on social media to express your grievances, is that a proper way? Are they proper communication channels that the consumer should have explored, or are there other things that the brands could have done to mitigate the effect of those comments on social media on the brand? So this is the conversation today, and the number to call is 090-731-59931. Call in and share your thoughts. We have some responses we gathered on the street, and I would like to share them with you now.
Consumer Connect. The voice of a consumer. The voice of a
It's about consumers' complaints and how it defines the brand. A lot of us have had one time or the other experience things like this. And what was the response like when you tried to reach out to the brand? And talking about this particular consumer that went on social media, do you think it's the appropriate thing to do? Because some brands, they take them donkey years to build that brand, to build the perception, And in this case, it took the brand 20 years to build that brand. So do you want to lose all of those effort, all of those work behind the brand for just a comment on social media? The conversation.
Pure white, because I watch and not be pure white. Best buy meat pie for me. So that meat pie, even that sauce, maybe inside that sauce now, I not got my.
Hello, someone on the call? Hello. Hello. Hello, you can speak. Okay. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, yes, you're on Consumers Connect. You can share your opinion.
Oh, my name is John from Ogba.
Thank you for calling into the program. So you
So
can go ahead.
what I noticed about hello,
Yes, you can go ahead, please.
what I noticed what I noticed about the customer complaint is actually something that it has happened to me before. And what the woman did, I didn't say anything like blame about it. She did the right thing. She did the right thing because there was a time that something like that happened to me. I lay complaint to one of a brand, and they didn't even say anything about it. And I went straight to their social media immediately. They just responded. So what the woman did, I actually go for it. I like it. It's a good move. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for your contribution, John. Okay, so we were about, airing some of the street responses we gathered before the show. There's a call coming in. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, sir. You're welcome to Consumers Connect.
Yeah, this is Peter calling from Ogudu.
Thank you, sir, for joining in.
Yeah. Actually, when a brand is having an issue, the first thing, the proper thing to do is to try to relate with the brand and let them realize that what they did is not their product is not meeting the need of the consumer if they have a defect. So, but in the era of social media now, people want to just like go on air. But the ideal thing to do was that if you buy a particular brand and the brand is not meeting your taste or there's a defect, you are supposed to reach out to the brand. I remember there was a platform, some one brand, I have issue with them, so I have to reach out to their customer service. When they didn't reply, I activated to a higher authority. By the time I did that, they were all calling me. I received about three calls from different offices. And as a result, they have to come and meet me in the office personally to resolve the issue. But if I have gone on air, that means I must have damaged their brand. If I damage their brand, like it takes time to build a brand. And when you have that good brand, because the top management will not know. And as a result, it's always good to reach out to them when they are not meeting their need. And when there's a complaint, most of the brands supposed to take it serious and make sure that they rectify the error. So that is it.
Thank you so much, Peter, for calling in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great perspective there. I think we should share the response we gathered on the streets because it really aligns with what Peter had said.
Pure white because I wash am no be pure white. Person buy meat pie for me. So that meat pie, even that sauce, maybe inside that sauce now, I no come my get to the sauce. Maybe because it's like a plastic or when the person buy, they buy 10. Only one, they don't see as they eat and they don't see one plastic, one white plastic inside. Those mistakenly then e come o. If you see what that day, see. You know, say I like wetin the lady na social media something good person. What if you carry that thing go social media? No, it's not my market. They go say Aliu, so you go go the place. And nobody go follow me buy market again. The lady come with the people. They na companies that they come. They go to I more than 2 hours. They explain something. I explain. I just see TV. Oh, maybe na mistake. Maybe I talk before the manager he gree. I told that the person na mistake beg. Okay, the rest one na eat. E be like that. This and this I talk before the man talk okay. You know say the second day they come they buy again. But if they not okay, like that lady now, na social media person. Sometimes they see am for TikTok, sometimes they talk. What are you come carry that thing go? You go pay me now. You know, say not only me they do meat pie, even some meat pie people you go pay them. So this lady supposed to meet the manager. If na me, I not talk, but I will go meet the manager. I will carry the bread. Now so my life, I will carry the bread. I will go there. I will say, see, not supposed to be like this. 2 weeks. How? But they will spend themselves for me now. This kind of thing, I'm not be only that brand when you buy that bread. Some people not even one woman say no fit buy bread again. Chop.
Well, you're still on Consumers Connect, and the conversation is consumers' complaint and the moment that defines every brand. There's a call. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. You're welcome to Consumers Connect.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes.
Concerning this issue on ground, I say that the woman is fighting for we consumers, but she did not take it in the right way.
Okay.
Because if she has noticed something like that, she was supposed to go up to the, since she knows she's selling, she used to buy and sell. She knows where she used to buy, and she knows the particular bread which she bought and asked that for. She was supposed to walk up to the manager where she bought the bread to let them know or ask them questions about it. So they were able to explain to her, but if she has spotted it, I asked them once or twice and she did not see any point of conviction. That is where she can now take it up on putting it on the social media. So I don't really know, because the way I'm seeing it, she's trying to fight for weak the consumers. But the way they now pick her up, as in arresting her, it's only God that will take control of every other thing. I believe she's trying to fight for the consumers.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for calling into the program. So her position is that the consumer is actually fighting for other consumers, but that there should be a proper communication channel that the consumer ought to have followed through to lay her complaints. So, okay, we have a call. Hello. Hello. Okay. So, okay, we have another call. Hello? Hello? Okay, so, I'd like to read out some of the messages we got. Someone reached out to say that the truth is not every criticism is an attack. Sometimes it is actually an opportunity. And that's, okay, a call is coming in. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. You're welcome to Consumers Connect show.
Thank you. I'm calling from Lagos here.
Okay.
Yes, I have been listening to the program, and I want to say that Bangalore is doing a great job. Consumer Connect is something that is really, really exposing us to the realities that we have been ignoring. Considering this recent event with the bread and all of that. And yesterday I came across the same video of the same woman doing a review on another bread per se. And I was like, wow, this is really timely. And I just want to say thank you so much to the Consumer Connect show for the enlightenment and for the prompts all the time, mixing up with whatever it is that is happening right now, because we are not aware, and enlightenment.
I want to ask you a question now. In your own perspective, do you think going on social media is the appropriate way to resolve issues like this?
I believe there are two ways about it, because the consumer feels that the only way a particular brand can react or respond to them is when they go towards that direction.
Okay.
We have consumer protection rights. Is it functioning? That is the question we should be asking.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Yeah.
So we've established today. So we've established today that consumer complaints are really not an attack or noise or something that brands should ignore. It is really an opportunity for brands to be accountable to their consumers. You know, consumers expect brands to be accountable, to care for their wellness. And so when consumers complain, it's an opportunity for brands to reassure them of their accountability, of the fact that they care about their welfare. That's an opportunity for brands. And for consumers, we have also realized that there are appropriate communication channels that we should explore when we need to lay complaints. And we've heard from various consumers out there. I want to say thank you so much for every one of you who called into the program to share your thoughts. We're going to have more conversations next week. Do well to join us same time on Consumers Connect. I'm Ogale. Thank you very much and have a beautiful evening.
From the streets to the stores, your voice matters. And now it's taking center stage. Real people, real opinions.
Your voice matters, your opinion counts.
Consumer Connect.